Hello everybody, I'm Steve and welcome to Greenside Up. Down in the tunnel today doing a little bit of work inside. We've just had Storm Christoph pass this last 2 or 3 days, flooding up and down the country. Our river here was out of its banks in places. That's usual during the winter, it's just how severe it gets that we worry about. But thankfully we haven't been too bad, so we're very lucky in that. Cold weather as well, the same as everybody else. We haven't quite had the snow that other parts of the country have had, although pond is iced over this morning, and since I've been here we've had a couple of sleet showers. So I've been in here, been doing a bit of clearing up on some of these beds, getting rid of some old crops that were hit by frost, crops that had succumbed to rot or mildew or whatever. So I've had a bit of a clean up. It's kind of sanitizing really, which is nice really, but I'd rather have the crops in the ground. Still plenty left to eat, and we'll have a little look around in a minute. We've got this little giveaway going for the Greenside Up 1 year birthday. Masses of entries in that, 250 odd plus, 260 I think it was at the last look this morning, which is fantastic. I haven't replied to any of those comments because I don't want to skew the draw. Now the draw, the way I'm going to draw a winner from that is I feed in the link to that topic to a bit of software, and it sorts out all the unique comments in there and people's names basically, and then it will pick a name from that. So if I've replied lots of times to all the comments, I might win my own prize. So I've just leave that for now, and I won't be commenting on that topic until after the draw. The draw itself, I said about a week, and I'm going to draw it on Sunday afternoon. I'm going to try and draw it live, although I'm struggling with the cameras that I have got to go live, but that's a different story. So it might well be recorded and put up as a recorded video, but we'll get that done. And the reason I wanted to get it done so soon, after about 5 days I think, is because I'm nearing 5,000 subscribers, and I've already promised a few times, once on Tony's live show a couple of weeks back, and once during the last couple of topics, that when I get to 5,000 subscribers I'll do a much more substantial giveaway to celebrate that. And I'm going to do a giveaway for 5,000 subscribers, 7.5 and 10. But they will be for subscribers, and what I mean by that is they will be limited draws in the respect of there will be maybe 12 hours or 24 hours open. I haven't quite decided yet. So the benefit in that is if you're a subscriber to the channel, you'll get a notification that I've opened or posted a giveaway. You'll know straight away and you can enter. If you're not a subscriber, you might be 2 or 3 days later that you see it. It might come up on your YouTube feed and you might see it and you'll be too late. Best way to enter, subscribe, simple as that. Little red button just down here, doesn't bite, I don't bite, nothing here bites except the bugs. So get subscribed and you'll know when it happens, and you'll be able to enter for the draw. So with the crops I've got left in the ground, I've got these 2 mustards here, and this one is Mustard Red Giant. I tried this before Christmas, and you may remember, people who have been here for a while, I didn't really like it. It was bitter, and I haven't tried it since. Now that it's starting to mature and getting that red tinge to the leaves that somebody mentioned would happen, I mean you can see them quite clearly. They're lovely colours and they look fantastic. So I'll be trying that again over the next couple of weeks to see if age has improved it. The Komatsuna, I'll get a couple more picks off that, I think, 1 or 2. But you can see here they're off and running to seed. So in fact they are flower heads right in the very top there. So all this I think will be coming out fairly soon, which would be great because I can clear the beds off and start getting them ready. I've just run the claw through these areas here. I mean, here's the claw here, and to me that's like an extreme hoeing. It just messes around with the top couple of inches of soil really quickly and does a good job, as you can see here. So this really just wants raking up just to make it nice. Still got a few carrots in here, another 3 rows left in there, and I've some chard over there and some little bits of beetroot. But that's leaves for the next couple of months. And big pile of cardboard here in the corner I've been collecting up. Some of these are the boxes from the buckets that I bought recently. And there's a recent skip find. These nice big thick rafters somebody's been pulling out of a house somewhere. So they're a couple of inches thick, and they're all going to be, they're just there drying out for the moment. They'll be painted up, cut up and put together, and they will front off that area of the pond that needs support in there, and that'll do a really good job there. So very pleased about that. Like my missus says about me, rainbows and unicorns, I need something, it just comes along. The Chinese cabbage in here that I tried, I mean, it's wonderful, it's the best it's ever grown for me. Normally it just flops and doesn't do much. And I'm going to try and see if I can salvage some of that over the next couple of days to eat and try as it is. Hasn't fully formed, it hasn't hearted up, and a few of those are also going to seed. But you know, in the next month this will definitely be all cleared out and got ready for spring. 1 or 2 plants left on the hanging shelf up here, but not much, and the rot has set in up here, unfortunately. I mean, these are my broad beans. I mean, look at the state of this. It's awful. The other end, the sweet peas are doing okay. And underneath, I've got a few brassicas underneath here. These are the Romanesco cauliflowers. I mean, you can see these are rotting off. These have gone over, succumbed to the cold, I think. All of these, so these can all come out. And at this end, I've got some red cabbage. I'm going to leave these and see what happens. They're not hearting up. I mean, they are a very, very slow growing crop anyway, red cabbage, I find. A few lettuce underneath here. These are lettuce and maize. 1 or 2 have succumbed, but there's still a pick in there and a tidy up. There's a load of beetroot leaves here, so I'm fairly pleased about that because I love them. They're really, really nice. I'm moving up to this bed. Couple of small Savoy cabbages in here. Not sure when I'm going to pick them, but they'll be eaten. And then a couple of broccoli plants. The broccoli in here hasn't done as well as it has done in previous years, but we'll get a couple of pickings. So all in all in here, there is food to eat moving forward, just not a great deal of it, and certainly not as much as I would like. So that's about it in here in the tunnel at the minute. It's mostly a clean up and a save operation, and we have got veg in storage. We've got a lot of veg in the freezer, so if this stuff does sort of run out and I run out of veg, we have got that backup of the freezer, and we are eating that anyway. We're supplementing the fresh with the frozen, like most gardeners do. Okay. I hope I caught that on camera. We've still got veg outside as well to come, and some in the little tunnel, so we're not necessarily going to go short of fresh veg. Next few days, over this next week, I'll be concentrating mostly in the greenhouse at home. A lot of sowing I need to get done, and some potting on also, so that's where we'll be with that. The draw is on Sunday for the giveaway, and the 5,000 subscriber draw will be when I get to 5,000 subscribers. So the best way to enter that, hit the red button down there, subscribe, and then you'll know as soon as that's open. But for now, please stay safe, look after yourselves. I'll see you in a couple of days. Ta-ra now.